Welcome to all the mystery and intrigue of football well after dark. This late-night matchup when history says anything can happen. We are in Huntington, West Virginia, and Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home field of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see a squad from the American, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Pirates will kick this away to start us off. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So Marshall's offense comes on the field first today. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
Scanning the field. It's Turner. Escapes the pocket. He's got enough for the first down and still going. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
That massive play moves it across midfield to the plus 42. First down. Caught over the middle. It's Turner. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down to the 32.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, a wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense. But they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
Third and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Moves out of the pocket. Looking to scramble now. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Running back has it on a screen now. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball, he had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking downfield, it's Turner. Pressure is coming. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
And a strong opening drive here, but now they face third down in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Able to convert on third, sets up first and goal at the 8.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
First and goal for the offense. Handoff heading left. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
So getting nothing on first down makes it second and goal from the 8. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Hurd.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So here's Carolina's offense out there for their first possession. And, Kirk, this offense features a receiver that certainly hurt opponents. So how do you think they're going to defend him? Do they single cover him or give him extra attention?
Well, Chris, I really think it's going to depend on how the corners are playing for this defense, because if you leave him one-on-one, he's got the skill set to make you pay for that. And this quarterback does a really good job of locating him, especially on those third down situations. Well, this is what coaches love to see, a quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Gain moves it to the 35, first down again. Back to pass. It's Hauser. Grabbed by the receiver. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Marshall has the lead here, Kurt. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Quarterback still with the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the quarterback keeps the ball. He's trying to make a big play on third down. He probably should have gotten the ball out of his hands. Now, we got a big fourth down coming up.
The Pirates will have to kick this away. This will be the first punt for this offense tonight. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. It's a quarterback keeper. Loses the ball behind the line. And the defense comes up with the football.
What a great job by this defense of stringing out that option and making the quarterback hesitant on whether to keep or to pitch. And because he was hesitant, it allowed the defense to get to him to knock that ball loose.
So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. QB decides to keep it here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it. Big positive yards and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
The Pirates come to the line with 1st and goal. He'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling him to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Nothing on 1st down, so now it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
This would be a big disappointment to get this starting field position and have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and 10. Pitch play to the back. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Pirates. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And he knocks it right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. When he's got some space here. On the move. Still going. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go, and then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching him.
The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback keeps the football. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
We think about option plays, especially quarterback when he keeps the ball. A lot of times it's a big explosive play, but sometimes it's just about getting what you can and keep the drive moving.
You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. the handoff. He tests the middle but gets stuffed. That one goes nowhere.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down play coming up. Looks right for a quick completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Back to throw. It's Hauser. With the catch, it's Smith. They move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And there's the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills in summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's reeled in. It's Montgomery.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. They'll try to run for the first down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. Ball handed off. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly
refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, East Carolina.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Here comes the point after attempt. And it's good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Back to pass. It's Turner. He bought some time, now lets it go. Grab down the middle. It's Turner. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Looking to pass here on second down. That's reeled in. It's Turner. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on first down. Short connection to the tight end here. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's running out of time here. On the move now. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Marshall will kick it off to get the second half going. Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Looking to pass. It's Pauser. The sure hands. It's Smith. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
On first down, it's play action. The pass rush closing in. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
And sack sets up second down. He's looking to throw. Nice grab. It's Smith. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Grab behind the line. It's Montgomery. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, I don't mind the quarterback making this throw. He found the open receiver. Really would have loved to seen a little bit more effort by this wide receiver to get to that first down marker. Instead, we got a fourth down decision.
The Pirates will line up to punt it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Here he goes. He's in the clear. They get him to the ground, but an explosive running play there. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Play action here on first down. Looking to scramble. Using his legs here. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short.
Well, the pressure just couldn't quite get to him there. They forced him out to his right on that bootleg, but give him credit. He held his poise, looked at the entire field, couldn't find anybody open, then he just pulled it down and picked up a nice gain.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
The offense with 3 tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Handoff here from the shotgun. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking downfield near the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Now it's 2nd down here. An inside give now from the shotgun. It'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because you can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. We're going to have to go back to the drawing board.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Hauser. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
The Pirates have 1st and 10 here. Send the back in motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Montgomery. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly out of the wideout. That one is knocked away and incomplete. Good defensive play on the last play of the third quarter. We get to the end of 3. It's been a tremendous competitive battle, Kirk, as we check out some of the stats so far. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
The Pirates will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. The returner is brought down. Gets you started on the next drive. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. Keeping it on the ground here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held them just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
To the air, it's Turner. Looking deep to the right side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Tries to get it to the running back. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
And here comes the punter onto the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. First down, looking to throw the ball. That's caught. It's Smith.
Well, a lot of times you call a slant, you love to see some big yards after the catch. But when they don't go for many yards after the catch like this, that is a good stop by the defense.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Looking to throw. It's Hauser. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 42. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. This time it's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
If you play zone coverage and the quarterback is patient, this is a tough play to defend. Nice job of waiting for the receiver to get into the window and then making an accurate throw.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they could convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Can he make it to the marker? They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs.
They get just enough for the first down here. Nice job by the offensive line, controlling the line of scrimmage and giving the back a chance to pick up the first down.
The Pirates pick up enough for a first down here. And the quarterback keeps it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Hauser. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
The Pirates will send their punt team onto the field. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
The clock has stopped, and we have just 2 minutes to play in this game now. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a 2nd or 3rd option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Looking downfield, it's Turner. Caught over the middle, it's Turner. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. First down here for this offense. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. But I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
That is just an outstanding job by this quarterback. With the game on the line, he finds the matchup with his go-to receiver, makes a perfect throw here to the receiver, and they score late to take the lead.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Looks left and finds his target there. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
You know, it's a nice completion, but it's kind of another short gain. The defense is keeping everything in front. I think the offensive coordinator's got to find a way to take some vertical shots to get some chunk plays.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. And the offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, look at the clock here. We're under a minute to play, and it's a completion, but it's not very effective. The defense's job is to just keep everything in front of them. The offense has got to come up with different ways to manipulate that coverage and take some shots downfield.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Jenkins. And they wrap him up and bring him down in what is the final play of the game.